And sorry about that. I accidentally ended our previous video too early. So this is the second part of the directions. So again, we just talked about how I formatted my introduction and how I used my chart to get information to write my introduction with my thesis and my 3 reasons. Now I indented and I skipped a line and I indented to start my next paragraph, which is going to be my first reason, which was that I love running outside. So this is my paragraph. Notice how I start by listing my reason. I start with a transitional phrase, so one thing that I look forward to, and then I list my reason. And now I'm going to add a mini story in, which is just like a short little story about something from your life that connects to your reason. So I also highlighted in bold for you when I tried to add some how expanders and some where expanders. So you should be kind of thinking the same thing as you're working. And again, when you're done writing, you can go back and check for these things to make your writing more interesting. So one thing that I look forward to every spring is swiftly running along the sidewalk once the weather turns nice. All winter long, I usually run on a treadmill because the snow and ice accumulated across the pavement make it too tricky to run outside. Once it's late March, I start checking the weather every day, hopeful that the snow will soon be melted and that I will be able to take my first jog outside. Eventually that day comes. I usually buy a new pair of sneakers to celebrate this change in season. I still remember last spring when my new black and orange sneakers arrived in the mail. It was a beautiful sunny day. The yellow sun was boldly shining through the white fluffy clouds. I tied up my sneakers and stretched my legs before heading out for my first run of the season. Springtime is a new season, and with that comes fun activities. As I jogged through my busy neighborhood, I could see my neighbors clearing their yards and tidying up for the spring season. The green grass quickly grew tall across the yards. I could see pink and purple flowers beautifully blooming in the gardens as I passed by. Running outside in the cool, refreshing weather is one of the many reasons why I love spring. So notice how at the end I restate my reason again. Running outside in the cool, refreshing weather is one of the many reasons why I love spring. I could have just said I love running outside, but I really am trying to make it descriptive. I'm describing what I see with my eyes, the yards, the plants that are growing, the colors that I'm noticing, how I'm feeling. So I really want to kind of make my writing interesting so that my reader is really convinced by my opinion. All right, so that's an example of a body paragraph. So you'll have 3, one for each of your reasons. Then if I was to continue, I would again skip a line, hit tab to indent for my next paragraph, and I would start drafting my second reason. Again, you're going to use your chart from up here from day 2 to help you plan all of your ideas. Each of them should have a clear reason with some sort of mini story attached to it that describes the reason. And then you'll use this box to formulate your conclusion, which will be in its own paragraph. Try your best. This is really just for me to see all of the great thinking and learning that you've done the last couple of months. There's no wrong opinion. There's no wrong mini stories. This is really your time to be creative and to pull in all of that learning that we've done to really make your writing interesting. So I'm very excited to see what you guys come up with.